In the tense waters of the Persian Gulf, a silent hunter lurks beneath the waves. An Iranian Ghadir-class submarine, small but deadly, has slipped its moorings and is now on the prowl. Its mission: to challenge the might of the United States Navy. On the surface, 3 American Arleigh Burke-class destroyers slice through the water, their advanced radar and sonar systems sweeping the sea, unaware of the imminent threat closing in. These billion-dollar warships are the pride of the fleet, bristling with missiles, cannons, and state-of-the-art defenses. The submarine's captain, a seasoned veteran of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, watches his sonar screen with hawk-like intensity. The 3 American ships appear as clear blips, moving in a standard patrol formation. This is the moment he has trained for. The political climate is at a boiling point, and a single act of aggression could ignite a full-blown conflict. He knows the risks, but his orders are clear. Make a statement. Show the world that Iran is not afraid. He gives the command, and the quiet hum of the submarine is punctuated by the sharp hiss of compressed air as a torpedo launches from its tube, streaking towards the lead destroyer. A second torpedo follows, then a third, each aimed at a different warship. On the bridges of the American destroyers, the atmosphere instantly shifts from routine patrol to high alert. Alarms blare. "Torpedo in the water! Starboard side!" The announcement electrifies the crew. The Combat Information Center becomes a whirlwind of activity as sailors race to their battle stations. Years of training are about to be put to the ultimate test. The captain of the lead destroyer, the USS John Paul Jones, remains calm, his voice steady as he issues a series of rapid-fire commands. Deploy countermeasures. Hard to port. Prepare to launch anti-torpedo torpedoes. The ship lurches as it turns sharply, its powerful engines pushing it into an evasive maneuver. From its hull, decoys are launched, creating false acoustic signals designed to confuse the incoming torpedoes. At the same time, the ship's sophisticated ANS-LQ-25 Nixie torpedo countermeasure system is towed behind the vessel, emitting sounds that mimic the ship's own acoustic signature, hoping to lure the enemy weapons away. The other 2 destroyers, the USS Decatur and the USS Momsen, execute similar maneuvers, their crews working with seamless precision. The seconds feel like hours as they wait to see if their defenses will hold. Below the surface, the Iranian torpedoes, guided by their internal systems, race towards their targets. But the American countermeasures are working. One torpedo, fooled by a decoy, veers off course and detonates harmlessly in the distance. Another is intercepted by a counter-torpedo launched from the Decatur, a brilliant flash of light and a muffled boom marking its demise. The third torpedo, however, is more persistent. It ignores the Nixie and continues its deadly run towards the USS John Paul Jones. The ship's last line of defense is its close-in weapon system, or CIWS. The phalanx CI doubling gun swivels to face the threat. Its barrels spin, unleashing a torrent of thousands of rounds per minute, creating a wall of lead between the ship and the torpedo. The ocean surface erupts as the CIWS rounds shred the incoming weapon just meters from the hull. The destroyer is safe, saved by a combination of quick thinking, advanced technology, and sheer firepower. The immediate threat is neutralized, but the engagement is far from over. Now it's the Americans' turn. We have a lock on the submarine's position. The sonar operator on the John Paul Jones reports. The hunt begins. The destroyers, no longer just prey, become the predators. Helicopters lift off from their flight decks, dipping their sonar arrays into the water, methodically searching for the hidden enemy. The Iranian captain knows he's been discovered. His submarine is agile, but not fast. He can't outrun the destroyers, and his only hope is to outwit them. He orders his sub to dive deeper, using the complex underwater terrain of the Gulf to his advantage. He navigates through narrow channels and hides in the acoustic shadow of an undersea ridge, a tactic known as bottom bouncing to mask his signature. The American task force coordinates its search pattern. The helicopters and ships work in tandem, creating a net of sonar pulses that leaves the submarine with nowhere to hide. The cat-and-mouse game continues, a high-stakes chess match played in the dark depths. The Iranian sub releases more decoys, trying to create confusion, but the American sonar operators are experts. They filter out the false signals, their focus unwavering. An SH-60 Seahawk helicopter gets a solid ping. It hovers, relaying the coordinates back to the destroyers. The USS Momsen fires a vertical launch anti-submarine rocket, or ASROC. The rocket soars into the air before releasing a lightweight torpedo that parachutes into the water directly above the submarine's last known position. The Iranian crew hears the splash, then the terrifying sound of the active sonar from the incoming American torpedo. It's the sound of doom. The captain orders a crash dive, pushing the small submarine to its absolute depth limits. The hull groans under the immense pressure, but there's no escape. The American torpedo is relentless, homing in on the noise of the sub's propellers. A massive explosion rocks the water, a silent concussion wave that travels for miles. Debris and an oil slick rise to the surface, the final grim evidence of the submarine's fate. On the bridges of the American destroyers, there is no celebration. There is only a somber professional silence. They have defended themselves and eliminated the threat, but they are keenly aware of the bigger picture. This incident, an unprovoked attack in international waters, will have massive geopolitical consequences. Reports are sent back to Fleet Command and the Pentagon. Diplomats will be scrambled, and the world will hold its breath to see what happens next. The destroyers resume their patrol, their sensors once again scanning the now quiet waters, ever vigilant. This encounter, though fictional, illustrates the incredible capabilities and tensions at play in modern naval warfare. It highlights the layers of defense that protect these massive warships, from evasive maneuvers and decoys to last-ditch gun systems. It also shows the deadly effectiveness of coordinated anti-submarine warfare. In the real world, such an event would be a major international crisis, potentially the spark that ignites a much larger fire. It's a stark reminder of the professionalism and readiness required of sailors who patrol these volatile regions, where a single moment can mean the difference between peace and war. What do you think would happen in the aftermath of such an event? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.